This is the One Episode Rule, podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie. Oh, I didn't have anything prepared for this.
It's okay.
Another week, another show.
Another
Uh-huh.
week. I could keep complaining about how I can't buy a PS5 because nobody will tell me what store is open when it's open.
We're on PS5 watch officially, and it's still going real bad. That's the update.
Magpie's on PS5 suicide watch.
Christ.
PS5 based tilt. Magpie's on tilt.
So, I'm being fucking bankrupted of my Dogecoin. Granted, that came from nothing to begin with.
Yeah. They they couldn't even drive up the Doge on the meme day. Dumbasses.
I don't know.
Couldn't
Maybe
do it.
you know what? Maybe after we record this, it'll go up.
Maybe. Cross your fingers, y'all.
But yeah. Who are you and how are you doing?
I'm Blackle. And I have completely ruined all my sleep schedule by just reading lots of books.
Books.
I was like, I'm gonna read more, but no, not like this. Um,
Oh no.
Yeah, I read all of Mother Horse Eyes, which was uncomfortable, but I
Yes.
enjoyed it.
I
Sweet.
remember it being thus.
It's messed up, but and then I also had read, I think a week ago, I read an SCP story in book form, so that was fun.
Was it that one?
What one?
That light novel?
No, it wasn't the light novel, but maybe I should do that. Maybe I should
Maybe
read the
if-
light novel.
It's
I think it would
it's
be worth it.
a weird intersection of our interests in this podcast.
You know what? I think I will read the light novel in the same way that I read Account of Monte Cristo after that episode we did. Well, I didn't finish it. I got like 1/4 of the way through.
Oh my god.
You were like, this is too long.
It's a big book. It's a lot in there.
Book long. It's got
Yeah.
value.
And prizes. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Joey. This week I've been consuming media.
All right.
Well, let's start with the anime media that I've been consuming, which is I did watch a bunch more Psyche K at work today.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all recall, I think the general consensus was that we had agreed that all of the characters from the first episode were, pretty good characters. For an update, they've introduced some stinkers.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Well, they introduced a like a psychic medium, and his whole thing is he can see ghosts. But then they were like, "Oh, he bribes the ghosts to perv on girls for him."
Wait. How?
He's like he'll go up to a ghost and he'll be like, "Hey, what color is that girl's panties?"
Shake my damn head.
And the ghost will say, "That would be perved and awful for me to do, and I respect her privacy." That literally happened, and I was like, "Wow, good show."
Dead respect people's boundaries. What is the point?
Because
What is the
he's
fucking point,
a
my dude?
stupid, nasty dumbass, and I hate him. Also, they what's the blue hairs girl's name again? I've already done
I
forgotten.
don't know.
The blue hair girl. They gave her a character that when she was with him, everyone was like, "Oh, is that her boyfriend?" And then he came to Psyche's house to clarify, "No, I am not her boyfriend." But then he was like, "But also, you better stay away from my sister." And you're watching this like, "Oh, he's swerving into the weird overprotective brother thing." I guess that's, normal. And then he was like, "You better stay away from her because I'm going to marry her someday." And she's like,
Oh
"Oh,
no.
no."
Yikes.
No, Japan,
So,
no.
He is also bad, and I also hate him.
Is that a Japan don't or an anime don't? I feel like it's an anime don't.
Feels like an anime
I would hope
don't.
so anyway.
I don't fucking know. Anyhow, that's the Psyche K updates. Most of the they introduced a lot more good characters, so it balances out. But yeah, the other media that I've been consuming, non-anime related, is I'm playing Silent Hill, and I'm
Yeah,
streaming,
it's good.
Nice.
and that's all. It's good.
It's good. It's good aside from you missing that one thing and then me not being understanding about it. I
Yeah.
was just like, wow, I shouldn't have been such a jerk about that. Like, yeah, you could
It's
miss it.
okay. It's fine. Game irritated me,
Game
and
old.
I was irritated, but I am now not irritated, and I like Silent Hill still. It's fine. Anyhow,
Probably a doghouse, though I'm not sure since there's no dog around.
There's no dog around. Silent Hill 1 doesn't have as many memes as the others, but it does have its memes.
it has its memes,
And
and
some
I
of them are really
appreciate
funny.
them.
Um,
Yeah,
so you guys want to get into the news? I want to
let's
talk
do
some
it.
news and then talk about something I did. So,
All right.
I guess I'll leave that at the end. Okay, so news. First of all, news that we care about. Netflix has confirmed that Castlevania is going to end with the next season, 4, and they're going to take the IP to different places after that. So presumably they're going to do a different set of Castlevania protagonists.
Probably a good idea, I think.
Because these were the ones from Castlevania 3, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
And I need to catch up on that. That's what I know about that.
The third season got real dark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it did. So I'm interested to see what they do with season 4 based on where they left it off.
I left off whenever they had decided to make Hector their little bitch boy and put him in the prison.
Yeah, they did do that. it gets darker.
And I was thinking the whole time, it's just like, wow, Hector's a dumbass. There are so many ways he could turn this situation around. Like, he has something they can't do without. He can force them to treat him better.
Well,
but no, he just acts like a dumbass.
Well, keep watching. He gets dumber. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Castlevania.
I don't know if anybody knows about, like, Hector and Isaac being from one of the very obscure Castlevania games on the Xbox that I just happened to have played.
Isaac is the best character, actually. That's
I
all.
love Isaac. He is, by the way,
He's-
he is nothing like his counterpart in the video game. But he is my favorite character. That's
Well, he's real fucking good.
Oh man, I love him. God, but yeah, I love Isaac. He's especially the line about it's just like I keep trying to be nice, but you're also fucking rude.
So fucking rude. Yeah. And then he kills them all.
And then he kills all of them for being
Yeah,
fucking
it's
rude.
great. High fives.
He's got big Hannibal Lecter energy sometimes. So yeah, what's the next thing? Next thing is, yeah, I'm gonna be mad for a second.
Uh-oh.
I want you guys to appreciate this. Then I'm reading on this website that there's gonna be there's a trailer out for a Rurouni Kenshin movie, and blah 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 blah. Why am I hearing about this? Didn't they prove that guy was a fucking asshole pervert, child pornographer?
He did get sent to jail for pedo crimes.
Did he not go to prison for being just a shit, just a fucking vile piece of garbage?
Yeah, he did have the garbage trash on his computer. I don't know why we're still giving him a platform.
They already made the movie, but I don't want to fucking hear about it.
Yeah, no.
And I don't know why they're even trying.
Severe yikes.
Yeah, anger.
Yikes! Nita
At this
broke.
point, I'm mostly just tired. I'm just like, this is why people can't complain about cancel culture, because it doesn't happen. People will be mad
Wait,
at you for a little bit, but if you make things that people like, people will be like, "Oh, we can forgive it."
this dude went to fucking prison and and his movie didn't get canceled.
Yeah,
God.
it's bad. It's bad,
Okay, let's get away from that
y'all.
Yeah.
because I want to talk about something I did because I consumed some media recently. I was in a place I didn't want to be all day. No access to my programs or video games. So I was forced to experience the great culture in books.
Oh, you're a book reader too now, huh?
Yes, um, I was forced to read. And what I chose to read was, well, first of all, I read all of Black. I read very fast, so I read all the first volume of Black Sad from the Dark Horse ones. That's a Western comic. It's incredible, kind of out of our purview. Look it up if you're into detective noir stories and don't mind people with animal heads. Um,
B stars.
the other thing I read that is more relevant was I decided to become a real Junji Ito head and not just read Amigahara Fault like everybody else, but I purchased one of his books and read it. I read Gyo.
Which one is that one?
Gyo is the one with the walking shark.
Gashunk.
Oh!
Gashunk.
Kashunk.
So I'm going to reveal some things about Gyo. I'm not going to spoil anything because I think
Alright.
certain people might really enjoy actually reading Gyo.
Certain people being me.
Um,
But also maybe some of our audience. Who knows?
some of our audience. I really want to talk about the way Junji Ito does cosmic horror. Because a
Ooh.
lot of people throw around cosmic horror and Lovecraftian shit and without really understanding what it is. Because Gyo doesn't have any space aliens or old gods in it.
Right.
It has walking shark.
It's just
It
like,
has
wouldn't
walking
it be
shark.
fucked up if there was a walking shark?
Yeah, it would be.
I say that Junji Ito is one of the only people who can do cosmic horror because he understands that it is not fear of outer space or old gods or anything. It is
Right.
the fear of something that is unknowable.
Yeah.
He answers exactly one question about what the fuck is happening in Gyo during the plot. And by answering this question, he creates 35 more, and then he practically refuses to answer any of those. And it's not a plot hole, it's not a loose thread. He knows what he's doing because he has some people from Kyoto University talk about it at the end of the book.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so effective that I don't even really know how to talk about it.
I love that,
I guess we're all
actually.
gonna have to read it, huh?
So yeah, Gyo is incredible.
Read Gyo.
Is there an anime?
I think
I wish.
No.
I think some people animated parts of Gyo, but
I've seen at least one clip of the shark.
of the walking shark.
Yes. But I don't know if there's like a whole like.
Also, Gyo is one of the funnier books of any kind to summarize because you can reduce it in such a way that it becomes hilarious.
You know, there's this walking shark
I will do so now.
that he comes and he gets you.
This would be my quote on the dust jacket, which is Gyo is a story about a smell so bad that it destroyed civilization. It's a
Okay.
lot.
Nice.
It's often disgusting. Read at your own peril, but do read if you're into horror comics.
Do you want me to like go hysterical again about a red stink?
Yes. It is the red stink. It's also, you could also summarize it as, well, not summarize it, you could just mention that it is the only horror fiction in which I have seen death farts played seriously and they're horrible. So,
Nice.
God, I'm definitely gonna read this later.
okay.
Yeah. Me
I'm
too.
warning you now, it's nasty in places. let's pick an anime and watch
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
instead of
So
talking about death gas.
I'm on our Google spreadsheet of all of our suggestions
Hmm.
from viewers, and so I'm just gonna pick randomly using a special proprietary software,
Hmm.
and we're going to watch AKB 0048. Now that sounds like a glitch with my software, but it is there. It's near the top. It's recommended by Abby. So let's
AKB
Huh.
AKB 48. Isn't that
AKB
isn't that
48.
an idol group or something?
Um, no
Oh,
earthly
another
idea.
idol anime. I thought it. I was gonna be like, this sounds like sci-fi, but I guess we'll find out soon, huh?
I guess we will find
Yeah.
out.
Maybe it's idol sci-fi. Wait, hold on. I was kidding though.
Well, at least this Japanese idol oppression fantasy has at least a slight anti-capitalist bent.
What is this?
It's idol sci-fi, like I said.
I have notes. First of all, even before we get into the blurb, I want to share with you because I took a screenshot of the funniest fucking sign that I have ever seen,
I just
I know
what it's
which
gonna be.
sign.
and I'm
I
gonna
know
post
which
it
sign.
just so it's fresh in your mind.
No idol.
No idol. Idol forbidden.
Fuck. God,
Idols
that's
are not
good.
allowed.
What if I just printed that out and posted it on my bedroom door?
What if I changed the fucking Discord group's server icon to this image?
Please, yes, you could if you wanted. Follow your don't let your memes be dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna have to watch if you're gonna want to watch your idol show, you're gonna have to crawl through the fucking messy dirt and dark.
You have to go through the Final Fantasy VII sewers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I thought like we open in on this sprawling megapolis.
Welcome to Midgar.
It's fucking from Final Fantasy. Oh my god.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Can we? Well, who wants to read this blurb? Who wants
I can
to
read it.
tackle this?
I don't read these that often, but
Go for it.
Right.
after an interplanetary war at the beginning of the 21st century, planet Earth has been left in ruins, with much of its ecosystem completely destroyed. It is no longer possible to live a normal life on this planet. The inhabitants are forced to move to other planets where life will, hopefully, be more comfortable. The Deep Galactic Trade Organization, a totalitarian government that affects many of the newly inhabited planets, has somehow come to the conclusion. I love the ambiguity there. That music is a source of evil and that it must be banned and destroyed for good. The talent group AKB 0048, an unknown Gundam series, is soon formed based on the original AKB-48 members that once lived on Earth. Even though their music is now considered universally illegal, they make it their mission to bring music back to life by traveling from one planet to another and holding as many concerts as they possibly can. They must undergo a whole new set of training methods in order to become the best they can possibly be, while avoiding the constant danger of being arrested because of their music. Join interplanetary pop stars AKB 0048 as they try and save the world with music.
Okay, hold on. So this sounds completely fucking deranged, but it has exactly the same plot as like a music video from the 80s, like a rock music video from the 80s.
I didn't ever expect them to make an anime out of the Aerosmith arcade cabinet shooter Revolution X, but they've done it. A game in which you fire CDs at punks.
Oh my god.
Oh
that
my
I
God.
played at the Stardust skating rink in Azel, Texas, when I was fucking 10.
Oh
This
my God.
is incomprehensible.
Like, okay, so let's start from the top, right? So we have our protagonists, these as young girls, crawling
They're
through the
yeah,
sewers
They,
to get to the idol group,
approximately
and
10 years old.
I was
they,
so horrified that those were the idols. I was so
I
scared,
know.
y'all.
I
I
thought
was
so
so
too.
scared.
they look so different from every other character model.
Yeah. I was like,
Um,
oh God, please no.
They're just
Thankfully,
children.
they're
they,
just children that want to watch an idol show.
they're actual children, although they don't
Yeah.
look like the adults, which is weird.
Yeah.
They look like they're from a different anime, but because all the
Yeah,
adults look like side characters from Ghost in the Shell. They just look like normal
sure.
humans.
That's so
Well, but
right.
that kind of makes sense. They're children. They are kind of just potatoes, which
They're
They
just
I
look like
small,
kind of
little gremlins.
appreciate, because no anime ever seems to do that.
but
They're like crawling through the sewers, and like one of the totalitarian guards is just like, something was down there, but they hide, and he was like, must have been rats, and I was just like, they are rats.
must have been rats. Whose footsteps are these?
And
Wow.
okay, so they go to the idol
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they sneak through the sewers to the quarry where they can observe the show put on by the monstrous idol spaceship, which is flying in
Their
to destroy
spaceship
their
looks
world.
like a
It is so
legendary
villainous.
Pokemon,
It is so
and
fucking villainous.
the idols
It's
fly
huge.
around on platforms, killing the guards that try and come and arrest them.
I don't think they
Or
killed them.
maybe
I think
just
that was
they're
like
just
non-lethal,
incapacitating them, I guess.
non-lethal electric shock.
Yeah, they are just tasering them with various idol tasers, which are hilarious.
I like the idol taser that was hidden in the one girl's like hair
In the
bow, and it
in the
just
bow.
sprung at him.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that after the singing and dancing classes, they apparently took the fucking Batman classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
This I like, and they're singing the whole time for an
Yeah.
audience of what looks like hundreds of thousands of little tiny dot people just
Yeah.
crammed into this
It looked
fucking
like 3 or
quarry.
4 Super Bowls worth of people.
Yes, it is a
Does.
lot of fucking people.
They are so starved for fucking entertainment.
They're just like, please, one song, please.
Please,
Well,
a
they-
music, sir.
They sing. This scene lasts for literally like 6 minutes.
It's the whole first third of the episode.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
so. I will admit, this is the first time that I've ever considered doing a 2x speed crime. And
There's
I
a lot
would
of-
have if I could have figured out how to make it work on the player that I was watching.
And there's a lot of Sasuga in that scene. It's a good looking scene.
The
Well,
animation
is-
in this show wasn't bad. It was like quite good, actually.
This
I
is
thought.
my thing, and we'll
And-
get back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back to that because I have things to
So-
say about it as well.
That whole scene where they were doing the idol show was so like a fever dream. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. This show must not take itself very seriously. Boy, was I wrong.
You are so wrong.
It takes itself deadly fucking seriously.
It takes itself so seriously that I can't believe it.
The tone is indescribable because it vacillates back and forth from idol show to like the logistics of putting on an illegal idol show where there is a military force attempting to arrest you, and the fact that you have to dispense fucking Gundams to protect the
Yeah.
crowd from the fascists.
To protect the fans. The fans are in danger. That
The
was
fans
a
are in
line.
danger.
That feel when your fucking like concert is also an escort mission.
I also, for whatever, not possible, this wouldn't have happened, but I was just thrown back to the various disastrous concerts in Metalocalypse where they do
Yeah.
like fly in on they come in on a giant spider mech to play the concert, and every time it moves, it like skewers 8 people as it steps down.
Yeah.
Because that's what it felt like. It felt like a laser was going to erupt from this thing
Right?
and incinerate everyone underneath it.
This did feel like the
That was our
illegal racing
crowd.
in Redline.
Oh God, this
There's
show.
we have to
They have to
keep
we have
going
to get the racers
We
off
gotta
Rubble
keep
World.
going with the plot.
because we have
So
to hit so many things. They do that. They inspire our four main characters to want to join them. It cuts to like 10 years later.
And there's only
it's
3
only
of
like
them.
4 years later,
4 years
I believe.
later, they're not that much older.
Yeah.
Where the government has slightly softened its opinion, which I think is funny for like
It is funny.
for a
They're
show like
like,
this, where it's just like maybe we can have some music as a treat.
maybe a song, but you have to go through 500 hoops, so it's
Yeah.
probably just pretty much not even feasible for most people, anyways.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how they got into the first round of auditions to join this group because by the way, it is based on the real life AKB48, which by the way, I have facts about AKB48 if anybody
Uh,
will hear them.
yes,
Because I
please.
immediately went and looked up the controversies because this is a piece of propaganda for the band, and I wanted to give you a balanced view.
I did. The only thing I did see about this band is that there's 99 members, which I can't comprehend.
It is an army of idols.
I think I've heard of this group actually. I
You
forgot that
probably
this
have.
group existed.
But yeah, they. This is the same group. This is the same group that one of its members had a boyfriend, or had like a one night
Oh.
stand or something, and it came out, and it was included in her contract that she not do that. So she. They say it was voluntary. I bet it wasn't. But she was made to fucking shave her head and issue a public apology.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the
I
idol
didn't
industry
realize
is
that was this
fucked
group.
up. So this is what they're aspiring towards.
God.
Jesus.
They don't show you the managers.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we can
guess it makes sense that they would pose themselves as oppressed.
We can
But-
assume that this is like fantasy idols, so like they're we can do with no managers
So
because they're not even obeying galactic law. Who
This is
you
true.
you would think that they would say fuck contracts, right?
Well, I
Please
mean-
let them be a worker cooperative.
I mean, they are religious extremists. But anyway, we'll get into that later.
Holy shit!
I did have a note written down. I don't remember what it was for, but it just says, "This is your god now."
So
What?
they decide to go out for the auditions, and it is revealed in a video from the sci-fi AKB48 that you can take on the name and position of one of the idols through this process. They've been passed down. So one of them is like Mina Takami the Fifth.
Inherit the name of your favorite idol. Shed your identity. Join the collective.
And I'm looking at this and I'm just like, ah, yes, passed down like an ancestral sword. I dub thee Gact.
Also, what was the deal with the canted angle in that scene?
I
The
don't
fucking
know.
Dutch angle. Like, I felt like I was watching Higurashi at parts.
Anime
Well, they
doesn't
were just-
know when to use Dutch angles.
They were going for their like super artsy thing with this show, and I think
Yeah.
that's just what they were trying to do.
I have to say, do you think the people who are making the AKB48 anime are real Kino fans? Anyway.
Ugh.
At least they had a cool cell phone. I really want the Onigiri cell phone.
I died at that cell phone because it was like, look at all those weird little buttons.
Yeah.
How do you?
Yeah, let's get into this because this is in my notes too. What does it feel like to be a fucking designer on this project? Because there were
Amazing.
designs. Like there was
It's some
shit
shit.
happening. Those bikes are fucking
Those
rad.
bikes.
Yeah.
This is the fucking thing about this anime, is like, it's such an intersection of things that I don't know that interest me versus things that are really, really cool,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I
Like-
feel about it.
It felt like watching it. It felt like an intentional act of oh cool robot, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
exactly.
It felt like they were distracting me with cool shit in order to like rip open my body and start pressing buttons to emotionally manipulate me.
It's like, look at this
Right?
bike. The bike looks like it was something that they designed in Izuken.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, kinda.
What
It
the
was
fuck
cool.
is going on?
Too much.
The fucking like animation, the design, all that stuff. It like went into like Wonder Egg priority moments at parts. I thought like
I
the
don't.
tone shifts instantaneous,
The tone shifts wild. Like
and
from
not even
idle
like
shit to just like industrial misery.
yeah, it wasn't even like it went into girls' last tour fucking zone. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like so like it's not even like so when you think of like oh tone shift, it's like oh it's like funny at parts and then like at like Higurashi is like the thing where it's like
Yeah.
comedy and then suddenly it's horror. But this was like um going from like fun, we're not taking ourselves seriously to like this is like a melancholy. This is a melodrama that we're watching. It's
Fucking,
like
I don't
so
know what her name
weird.
was. I think it was like Orime or whatever.
Yeah.
Orime of the three protagonists has no parents
Uh-huh.
and cannot go to school. She has to work in the misery factory to
Yeah.
live. But she's not sad about it and says she's gonna miss the place because the other workers were so kind to her. It
Just
made her
really
forget
nice to her.
that she was lonely. And I'm tearing up. I'm just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck's going on?
Also-
What is going on here?
Have we like can we talk about the elephant in the room that is the fact that the fourth girl is just missing after
I don't
the
know
time
where
period?
she is.
The fourth girl left. She evaporated.
I just assumed
I
she died.
assume that she's dead.
Yeah.
They're going to have a very extremely sad flashback at some point about
just-
how much they fucking miss her because she died.
It's good. It's the next episode is they're gonna be use it to get through their training. They're like
Yeah.
they're like harsh 17-hour a day singing and dancing training by remembering that Mary and how much she wanted them to be
Yeah.
idols before she got ground up by the poison machine
Yeah.
in that accident that was preventable.
Right. Christ.
Oh my god.
And then the camera's gonna zoom out to me watching it with a visible expression of confusion on my face.
Maybe
God.
a little tear forms at the corner of my eye, and I'm like, this show is stupid. Why is it doing this to me?
It's like, what's happening?
Oh, poor Elizabeth March destroyed in the
Oh my god! It's gonna Little Women us.
it's gonna little limit us.
They lost her in the war.
We can't. We gotta keep going with the summary. We can't get through it.
I like the bubblegum hair that the girl had, but also she didn't tie it up while she was working, and that's a fucking safety hazard.
I
Yeah,
love the bubblegum hair.
Yeah.
That's
Tie
a
up your
look.
hair.
Well, no, she didn't she have the big hood that kept it out of the way?
No, it was out of the way, but still, you want to tie that up and like have it covered. Because if you like step backwards into a wildly
This is
spinning
what
machine and it
happened to
captures
the other
your hair.
girl, I
That's
think.
what happened to the other girl. Yeah. But
The other girl got PTO'd.
Oh
The only-
god.
the only other note I have is that there is it cuts away to some people involved with the idol group at some point, and they're performing some sort of ritual after they get the first round of applicants. And all I could write was you could make a religion out of this because they are very clearly like religious terrorists in this universe.
That's what I was like, y'all can't go do this. This is a trick. That's what I'm thinking right now is like this is a trick cuz like okay, they did their like tryout videos and frankly they were kind of not the best.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of beefed it.
Yeah.
The one was kind of like okay. The one girl was like really, really shy and she would just kind of be like muttering the words. She was just like, and you stupid. Yeah.
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 I don't want to interrupt, but I will. I just wanted to point out her 10-foot vertical leap that she has.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what's
I
gonna
don't-
get her into the program.
I guess
Is her
so.
ability to leap fucking
Yeah.
7 foot straight up
Leave
in the
her
air.
entire height of her body.
She's a
So like,
fucking
but
Mario.
she did get accepted by this group, and it's like, A, do they just have that many slots to fill and that few like people trying out that they're just willing to accept anyone who's willing to try? Or is it like,
I
are
mean,
they tricking them?
AKB48 has 99 members on Earth. So,
There's
how much
gotta be
can you
way
imagine for
more
like
people trying out than
Interstellar?
just.
Maybe,
They probably
well,
scaled it up.
maybe they're taking applicants not just for the fucking stage workers, but for the fucking staff, including their militant arm,
They're
Maybe,
fucking
maybe she
mecha
has.
pilots.
They're gonna
the mecha
accept her to
pilot.
like shoot some heads in.
Yeah.
They're gonna
God,
give her the electric hair bow.
we like your 10-foot vertical leap. Here's a gun.
Nagisa-san, you have proven while shy to be physically capable. We are going to put you through our our operative training so that you can become a political wet worker.
I love the idea of this show being like it's all normal and like they go through the training and then like just one of them goes through like fucking boot camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they go through the idol training and they get accepted, and then when they get shuffled into their rooms, and one of them is just like, okay, you three are going to be on stage, and the fourth one, that's where the fourth one comes back, and they just fucking cock a Glock and hand it to her, and it's just like, do it.
Dude. God, you're working backstage, hands them a fucking like, a plasma rifle.
This is too much. Okay, so can we talk about the scene with I believe her name's not Nagisa, her dad,
Yeah,
where she goes
who
home
is a
and he's
cartoon
like,
curmudgeon.
Yeah.
I saw that you have an idol poster in your room. You better take that down. That's illegal. Also,
doesn't
you've
even-
been singing.
Oh my
He's
god.
he's such a weird hot and cold motherfucker, because he's not like, destroy it or I tore
Right.
it up. He's just like, take that
Right.
down, please. I work in the
Yeah.
government.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I could get in trouble.
Yeah. Then I wouldn't be able to feed you, and I don't want that. I mean, he doesn't say as
But
much, but
It's such a weird mood whiplash too, because like she's not allowed to have this like innocent like idol anime poster because because it's like singing entertainment. But if you like look at her room is like beautiful. She has like these butterfly decorations
She
up
lives well.
everywhere.
yeah.
Everything, it's like a beautiful room, and I'm like, what?
Other forms of entertainment apparently exist too. There's a guy who plays soccer. Like, sports
Yeah.
are not verboten.
Yeah, like just don't
No idols.
don't don't make your words sound a little too whimsical.
Yeah.
It's too close to being a song. Are they allowed to is spoken word allowed? Can they
Is,
do poetry?
Are instrumentals allowed? Are there musicians still?
I don't know.
Can you be out there doing free jazz? So much going on.
I can't wrap my mind around it.
I
The melodrama is so thick that they lay on. Like,
I know.
And it's kind of effective even. Like, I like these
Yeah.
characters.
yeah.
Because at the first part of the episode, I was like, okay, this isn't going to be my cup of tea at all. This concert thing it's not doing it for me. And then they actually start getting into the characters, and I'm like, wait, am I feeling feelings for these characters?
Are we, guys? Are we not immune to propaganda?
Why is this effective when so many other shows we see aren't?
Yeah.
The scene where Nagisa finally decides to follow her dreams and go join her two friends on the like fucking jet plane, and she's like biking down to join them last minute, and they're like reaching out to grab her hand to pull her onto the jet.
That was so much.
That's like I like was literally about to get misty-eyed at that scene, and I was
Oh my
like, what the
God.
fuck?
Yeah,
This
it's like one thing to be like, haha, this anime like is really emotionally manipulative. It's another thing to be like, this anime is really emotionally manipulative.
Yes, exactly.
It's very scary, actually.
It's shocking.
And it's so out there that it does actually draw you in. I think maybe though.
Yeah.
I think there's two possibilities here. I'm gonna lay them out for you. I
Okay.
think either this was a nothing property that was given to a studio by AKB48's fucking managing company, and they're just like, make an anime. We give you money. Here's the fucking property. Make an anime out of this to promote the brand. And the studio went, what's the plot supposed to be? And AKB48's management company said, ...
I don't know, make us look good.
And the company said, okay, get everybody in the art department in here and get
Everybody.
our writers in here, and we're going to order out and do an idea jam.
And the guy just stands up like at the front of the big desk with all the people and just like, give me your weirdest ideas.
Takaru, you like bikes, right? It's your time to shine.
You over there. What was that idea? Weird space sci-fi with post-apocalypse.
Someone else interrupts. Totalitarian governments.
Yeah, that.
Jerry the communist is just
I
like,
don't even.
just like, I've got a plot.
I
God.
can't
Or-
deal with.
Or
I can't.
AKB48's managing company got out to have a meeting with the fucking anime production company and said, make it interesting to draw people in so that we can sell concert tickets.
Yeah.
You have to make it weird to get people from the first episode and get them in.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
We
okay,
are going to throw money at this.
like you all have been like speculating like is there like a heel turn? Is there a reveal that AKB48 are like evil actually? It can't
Absolutely
be that.
not.
It
Yeah,
can't
absolutely
happen.
not. Can't happen.
Like I don't
No.
understand in what universe that can happen, but I would love it. I
Yeah,
would love if
That
was
would-
the-
That would be
That would make
interesting,
this
but
show really great.
that
But
would make this show amazing actually.
that would be interesting, but not possible.
no.
I do adore the idea of the production company going like 5 episodes in and then revealing that that's their plan, and then they pull funding, but they keep going.
uh,
God. And then the last like 10 episodes are like really shitty, like non-animation.
there's no more background
They're
anymore.
fucking Ava episode 26 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. Where they almost completely ran out of money.
Oh. I have to emphasize once more, the backgrounds in this are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
So good.
Also,
I
the
love the
vehicles in this,
aesthetics.
a lot of the vehicles in this that aren't directly within your line of sight look like dog shit, which I think is very funny. Because they're just supposed to be moving in the background, and you're not supposed to look at them.
Well,
Yeah.
it must have worked because I
They're
didn't
really
look at
bad
them
3D
apparently.
models.
I was too busy looking at, whoa, pretty background.
Yeah. I think they did a good job. I think they did a really good job with the art. I think they did a really good job with the animation. I just don't know how to comprehend this on an emotional level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I would ask,
Yes.
but I know the answer.
It's just
Because-
anime gals being anime pals. What's more to ask about?
No, because the answer to this question is, of course we're not going to watch the rest of this. It's about
No.
AKB48. But
Yeah.
why the fuck did they get us in as far as they did?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they almost tricked us.
Yeah.
You almost tricked me by showing me
AK
something I liked.
AKB48 got you tricked, bro.
Kicks the part of your face that's AKB48. And it goes out and it goes a boom. We gotta stop the podcast. We can't. Once we
so
get to the point where we're quoting Half-Life 2 shit
Whole
post.
life
We have to stop.
consequences.
So yeah, so yeah, if AKB48 almost got you, you can tell us about it at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That's the word, not the number.
Go to Twitter and tell us
Oh.
about how they nearly forced you into the idolification chamber.
And that's also at one episode
Oh,
cast.
I shouldn't have said that. That's a fetish for somebody.
Oh no!
Please. Please, you gotta
I've seen
tweet
it.
us and tell us that we're not alone in having been tricked, having
God.
been bamboozled.
I'm glad we know all the people who listen to this, because if it was like for a for real audience, we would get an email from some guy named Frank talking about how he wants to be pushed into the chamber and have the idol gas fill his lungs.
Oh no.
You know what? I think
Please
Frank is
inflate me
valid.
big and round.
Frank is valid, but I don't want to know about it. Frank's business is his business. He didn't have to tell us about it.
We gotta blast off on this one, y'all.
We gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here before
Pull me into the fucking
Pulling-
SpaceX rocket.
I'm reaching out
take me to
to
fucking
snatch you into
I've
the
been
jet.
destroyed. I've
Take
been
me to
destroyed by the
fucking
jet wheels.
jail. Put me in the fucking isolation block so I can't hear this shit anymore.
God.